Why can't we just queue up for Castrum once we get there? Once we unlock Castrum, make it a duty. Make it a level 15. You have to get Bozjan resistance rank 15, so you have to put in the work and grind your way up there, and then once you get it, it's unlocked and you can queue it up and then grind out your gear that you want. Not have to go and wait and be time gated arbitrarily and wait an hour for the fucking zone to pop up. That sucks. That sucks. Yo everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Cactus Hands. You're here at Cactus Hands Gaming. We got a little Final Fantasy Friday coming at you. We're going to be talking some about Bozjan and the general item level state of Final Fantasy XIV and their content cycle. So stick around, you guys. Hopefully you enjoy the video and have a great day. Remember, you guys, this is an opinion piece before we get started, so if you have a different opinion, that's okay, but this is just my opinion, so take it for what you will. So Bozjan, it's been out for about a month now. We should have all had time to finish it. I finished it up last week with my buddy who I play with on the weekends. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing the content. It was super fun. All the encounters were unique. There was a bunch of mechanics that we had never seen before. And I think that's great. I think it's good that they push the boundary. I love the fact that they let 48 people in there into Castrum at once. That was probably about the coolest part of the whole content, in my opinion. But past that, it's more of the same, and I honestly feel a little slapped in the face this time, Square Enix. The content came out only a month and a half, 2 months tops before 5.4. So it's part of what should have been 5.3's catch-up mechanic. This alternate gearing cycle is pushed to right before the new content comes out. And it just feels slimy to me. It feels like they're just trying to keep you playing week to week, and I know that's their job to do, but you would think, especially with all the money they make on the freaking cash shop on this game, that they would be a little bit more respectful of us players. I want them to care about the player base. I know 2020 has been a crazy year, and I'm not giving them grief for delaying the content. I just think that Bozjan should have came out with 5.3. If Bozjan came out with 5.3, then we would have had tons of time to take our time gearing up our jobs. It would have felt like there was a true alternate progression method other than grind, and your gear's useless, which is how I feel like it is now, which is the core problem of item level gearing in general. So I spend all this time week to week doing these stupid chores that I don't want to do to get item level gear that doesn't do anything. It doesn't make me feel stronger. It's almost purely cosmetic and not even that cool looking. And then you're going to tell me in 2 months down the road it's completely useless to do it all again with the same exact content with a new skin on it? No, that's not fun. And I think that's part of the reason why you don't see the same kind of numbers in 14 that you see in some of the other MMOs. Is because the content cycle, the gameplay loop, if you will, it's not that fun. After a certain amount of time, you really are doing the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, you could argue that there's crafting and gathering and those kind of little miscellaneous gold saucer activities. Give me a break, guys. That's not what we're all here for. Those are side games. They're mini games, and that's what they were designed for. And I guess, let me backpedal a little bit. Some people might be here for that stuff, but the majority of people are here for the gameplay, for the action, for the excitement, for the thrill of completing something for the first time or challenging yourself and getting something new done. It genuinely feels like the minute we finish Bozjan, 5.4 will be coming out. And I feel slapped in the face. I feel completely disrespected, and that my time is only a dollar symbol to them, when they already charge an arm and a leg for all the coolest cosmetic stuff on the freaking cash shop. So I don't want to hear that the subs are driving their revenue at this point, because I'm almost, without knowing anything about Square Enix internals, I would almost say from how it feels in the world, how many people I see around, how many people I see doing the content, there's not that many people playing. I play on Excalibur, it's a legacy server, and I know when all this 2020 chaos started back in March, April timeframe, there was a huge spike in player base, me being one of them. I started playing again at that point. because I had taken a break since the start of Shadowbringers because I finished the content, I finished the expansion pack, and I didn't feel compelled to do the in-game loot cycle because I knew 2 months down the road they're going to give us something new and it's going to be all useless. So personally, I waited for the Yorha raid because I love Nier and came back at that point and tried that out. And then my sub ran out, I stopped playing because there was nothing driving me to play the game. There's no excitement. All the best stuff is locked behind a paywall. If I want to grind my item level, I want to be able to do it in a week or two tops. I hate the fact that they're time gating me to play month to month, to keep paying them. And I want to jump to defend Square Enix and say, no, it's an MMO, they've got to make their money, that's the way it is. But I'm tired of it. Give me something that's worth playing for. I don't want to get the new relic weapon and finish the step in an afternoon. Imagine if we had to get to max rank in Bozja even. I wouldn't have stopped playing Bozja for the foreseeable future until I got there. I would have stayed in Bozja until I was max rank, finished the castrum, and finished my relic weapon. I'm still not convinced that what happened with this relic step wasn't a bug with the fates, and it just got out too quick and got out of control, and they didn't want to roll everyone back and make everyone feel bad and piss everyone off, so they just left it in the game. I cannot imagine them letting the alternate progression system be faster than the main progression system for the relic step. And I can confirm this because I've spent hours in Bozja after finishing my first relic and still don't have the 60 tombs or whatever the heck the things are called to finish my third step. I guess my third relic, because I finished 2 that afternoon. The day Bozja came out, I got 120 of the first little 3 colors and finished the first big part of the relic step like that. So just by doing fates, hopping out there on the fate train. And that was fun because there was a whole bunch of other people doing it. It felt like an MMO. It felt lively. It felt congested. I mean, those kind of things are sweet. I love to see everyone flying around the zones on the mounts, mobbing deep. But then we were done, and players didn't come back. I didn't log in the next day. I think I played World of Warcraft because why would I log in? I finished my relic weapon, and Bozjan felt broken. It didn't feel like it even worked barely because of all the lag I was getting. And that could be hardware, but, you know, I think with hardware that came from 2019 and the settings all the way on the very frickin' floor, I should be able to play the content without having to worry about any lag, any frame drops, anything. I should be able to have a setting where when the content comes out, I can play it and not get killed by lag. Because getting killed by lag is about the worst feeling thing in the world. And I'm sure you can all agree with that. So the main problem that Bozjan suffers from, in my opinion, is timing. If Bozjan came out with 5.3 like I think it probably was originally supposed to, once again, don't know how Square Enix internals work, but if it had came out on time when it was supposed to, I think it would have been a much greater thing. And you guys, I know you might not like to hear this, but have you ever thought that it might have been done and they just held it back to wait 1 month exactly to get you to resub again just to play Bozjan? Get that extra $15 for us who don't play all the time? Sure how it feels to me, because I mean, why else would they delay it? It's a whole bunch of reused assets, it's a whole bunch of recycled stuff. The zone isn't that beautiful or that groundbreaking, it's just a whole bunch of gray Warzone front. And it's aesthetically pleasing for the first 10 minutes when you think, oh, I'm in the war, I'm in the battle. But as soon as that's over, it's just drab and dreary, and it kind of sucks. And the song's annoying, so why would I go back? So, what can they do to fix this, you guys? For one, I think getting the content out at a time where it gives ample time to finish, and then give us something rewarding to do with the item level gear. If you want people to grind for item level, make them feel more powerful. They could be throttling power level just to help with long-term power creep, but that just goes back to the not very fun. I want to feel stronger when I get new pieces of gear. I don't want to feel like it's just a number on a screen. That sucks. And that's how it feels. I got my new relic, and it made me a little faster for the couple speedrun dungeons that I like to run, but not that much faster. I don't feel like I'm melting things, and my item level went up. My weapon went up 20 item levels. What? I mean, what's the point? Like, seriously, what's the point, you guys? So, I think the core of the problem is that Square Enix needs to address their content cycle in a way that benefits the player. And I'm tired of all the people coming to defend Square Enix because all they want to do is stand around looking cool in town in their gear. Give us content in a cycle that makes us feel compelled to keep playing, that makes us feel like we want to come back week to week and get something done. Not that we want to clear it once and be done with it, because if we clear it all once a week and get our gear and then come back week to week to week, by the time we're finished, the next stuff comes out and there was nothing that was even good for. And that's how it's been since 2.0, and it seems like they're not going to change anything because everyone seems to be fine with it. And the people who aren't fine with it get bullied out of the community and pushed into a corner so that everyone can have their fun and be their nice little community, and then nothing gets better, and the game's going to die. The game's going to die before old school games. You've got older MMOs that are going to go longer because the community doesn't stand up for itself. This game is wonderful. The world is great. All the gameplay is super fun. Let's get them to give us what we want. Let's get something to do with this item level gear. Put an ultimate in each patch cycle. Dedicate the resources to it. I don't want to hear that you don't have the money, because you do. You charge an arm and a leg for all the coolest stuff on the cash shop. You've got the resources to put into making more fun content for the game. Why are you going to charge a monthly fee and charge for all the cosmetics and then not give us anything fun to do? Just give us the same recycled content over and over and over again. And I know when Bozja first came out, I was one of the first people to defend it and say it's not the same content, but after sleeping on it and not playing it for a whole month, it really is kind of the same content, guys. Where's the love? Where's the replayability? Like, why can't we just queue up for Castrum once we get there? Once we unlock Castrum, make it a duty. Make it a level 15. You have to get Bozjan Resistance rank 15, so you have to put in the work and grind your way up there, and then once you get it, it's unlocked and you can queue it up and then grind out your gear that you want. Not have to go and wait and be time gated arbitrarily and wait an hour for the fucking zone to pop up. That sucks. That sucks. I want to play the content. I don't want to wait to play the content. I wait to play the content for months and then I hurry up and wait some more. That's freaking garbage, you guys. And then the cosmetics, it's fine, but it's nothing cool. Where's the freaking cool stuff? I'm tired of making excuses for Square Enix. I'm tired of the community white knighting for them, and I would like to have a better, more fun game. And I think by raising our voices and getting a little upset about this, that might be a direction we could get it to go in. And I'm just a new content creator anyway, so take it or leave it. It is what it is, guys, but this is how I feel. I'm genuinely passionate about this, and it drives me crazy. Final disclaimer, remember, if you've made it this far, wow, thank you. I really appreciate it. But this is all coming from someone who doesn't level up item level to begin with, because I haven't felt compelled to do it for many, many, many years. I played Final Fantasy XI growing up through high school, and I worked really hard for gear in that game because it felt like I needed it. I couldn't complete the content without the gear. In this game, the content is all a face roll. I can fall asleep on my keyboard and complete the content. 6 other people can be sleeping on their keyboard and complete the content. As long as one healer's awake, guess what? We made it through. So, it kind of sucks. Maybe challenge is what this game needs. Maybe some level of difficulty in the main content. Don't put all the hardest stuff in raids so that everyone can complete it. And if you want something harder, go to the raid. Then all of us casual players, we have nothing to work for. And yeah, call me a casual. Whatever, I don't care. But give us casual players something to work for. Something to feel accomplished by. And that when our accomplishments are done, they're not just replaced right away. Because that feels bad, man. It really, really feels bad. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little rambly, but if you guys agree, go ahead and leave a comment. If you disagree, definitely leave a comment. Let me know. Tell me what you think. What could they do to get better? What is already good? Is it already fine the way it is? I don't think so. When I log in first thing in the morning, there should be more than 30 people in a 72-person instance that draws from everywhere. That's, I mean, that goes to show. I'm not the only one who feels like this, and they can only keep saying, go play a different game if you don't want to play, for so long before the game dies. Let's be real, guys. Look at the Twitch viewership. Look at the videos on YouTube. The game's dying, and it's not even a slow decline. In this year, it's gone from a peak to a straight valley, and they're going to need to turn it around. We got to hope that 6.0 brings something sweet, because right now it's just looking, in my opinion, it's looking drab for Final Fantasy XIV. Hopefully they put something sweet in here for us to do. Hopefully they make it feel rewarding and worth our time, and not just slap us in the face and tell us to pay again and keep doing the same exact shit in 3 months, because I'm tired of it. So anyway, I'm done for today. That's it. Thanks, you guys. It's Cactus Hands Gaming. Have a great afternoon. Peace out.